All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I know that some will be jumping in here pretty soon, and this is supposed to be every last Friday of the month, but I rescheduled it for this Sunday, and so I welcome Stig here. He became a regular on my channel, and this will be his first time watching this as well. Hi, Miss Martin. Hi, Jedi Padawan Treyla. How are you guys doing? And I have Storyman Jack here as well.
Hello, Miss Martin.
Yes. Good evening, and Miss Martin. So, Steve, this is viewing this as well. I've seen this quite a few times. I enjoy this fan film. So, if you're familiar with Legacy of the Force, this is not the whole complete story. This is basically the ending part of the last book. So, Invincible. So, if you're familiar with it.
Spoilers.
Yes, spoilers. And so, if you're not familiar with the series, this kind of end of the series part of it. And so, I encourage you, if you have not read the series, to go check it out. So hopefully this will encourage you guys to pick up those books and read through the series again. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch, pause, have a discussion in between the pauses. So if you guys have any questions or wanted to discuss the scene or the characters or what have you, then we can do that as well. Hi, Mr. Dystopian. How are you doing? I am glad you guys are here. So again, grab something to drink. I hope you made your popcorn. Again, this will be every last Friday of the month, with the exception of this one because I just rescheduled you to my schedule. So every last Friday of the month, we will do a Star Wars fan film watch party. So thank you guys for joining. And Stig, how are you doing?
Doing okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I have some Coca-Cola actually, and yeah.
Awesome. So this is quite different than my coffee chat, but I'm still encourage you guys to bring your favorite drink and stuff and participate as well. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and push play. And then Stig, well, I'm going to be on another screen. So if you want to address some people in the chat as well before we start, that'll be good.
Yeah, I can. We have Jedi Padawan Treyla has joined, saying good evening, and we have Mr. Dystopian saying hello, nurse, and Zakarot popped on, and Red Lantern Megatron,
Awesome.
and Jaina Solo is in there too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
nice of her to attend her own premiere.
Her premiere. No. I had to say that. All right. So you guys, let's begin. So the intro, there's no sound. Am I not having sound on this? Oh, yeah.
Magos, isn't it? Probably. The noble JTC. Gracious. Even in victory. Hello, Myrna. It's good to see you. Glad you're alive. If you want to call it that.
All right, I'm going to pause right here. So, Stig, what did you think about everything so far?
First off, the sound from your video playback is very. It's not static, but it sounds like you're not broadcasting it right.
Oh wow, yeah, I've been having difficulties. I apologize so much. All right. So, but according with the movie, how is that for you
Well, the
so far?
CGI doesn't look that good, from the space battle thing,
Mm-hmm.
but it's done by fans,
Yeah.
and given the equipment they have at their
Mm-hmm.
disposal and stuff, it was more than good enough for me.
Yeah.
I certainly could not do that at all.
Yes. Okay, Jaina Solo, the actors in this are all so great, especially the guy playing Isolder. He was perfect. Yeah, so we'll get to that. Boba's granddaughter, yes, that's Mir to Gev. And so I think, and this maybe you guys could tell me this in the chat, or agree with me or disagree, but if Gina Carano was to ever play any classical Star Wars characters, I think she would play a very good Mir to Gev.
Yeah.
And she just has that vibe, and of course she is a person that is an MMI, are trained to fight and stuff, and so that's her background as well. But I think she looks really, really good. Would look really, really good as Mir to Gev.
Yeah, actually, yesterday something struck me when I watched the first Mandalorian episode. And Timothy Oliphant played the sheriff guy.
Yeah.
And if he had a beard, he would have been a perfect Kul Katarn.
Oh, okay. That's right, huh? Man, and look at what we're missing out on. I mean, I would love to see a fan film for that as well. That's actually what I thought. I thought that's crazy. Yeah. So let's go ahead and move on with this. And so again, please turn up your volumes. It might be on my computers, and I might have to clean it out or whatever. But I apologize. Here we go.
Look, I'm sorry about what happened on Nickel 1, but I thought you were dead. Might have been nice if you checked. Could have put a bolt through my head. Spared me this. You're paralyzed. Marta, I'm sorry. I can't get you out of here. I know who you came for. What I can't figure out is what you're doing here in the first place. I may have gotten played. If I make it, I'll come back for you. If you make it, I'll be so happy I won't care. There's something you should know. It might help you with Kaitis. Thanks. I'll take all the help I can. You have to do some things for me. If you survive, I mean. You have to promise. Maybe. What did you have in mind? You have to warn Babuya. Moss took some of my blood. They've designed a nano killer for him. Okay. I can do that. You have to tell him that he deserved it. That he did this to me. Okay, I can do that too, Marta, but are you sure you want me to do that? No? I can't. Your brother was right about one thing. He did this to me.
Titus? My brother Jason did this to you? Or Fett?
Babu here. It was a death mission. He sent us on a death mission. Promise.
If I make it, I promise.
Good. And the last thing. It's easy.
No. Myrna, I'm not going to do that. Even if I don't make it, your grandfather...
It's not for that. When they wake up, I'm going to need a way to keep them quiet. For you.
Good point.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Now, think about your brother. He underestimates you.
It's not really news, Myrna. Maybe not even true. He's stronger in the Force than I am. All I've got on him is the Mandalorian commando training that you and Fett put me through.
And that's enough to get the job done. He's delusional. He's convinced you couldn't have taken his arm. At least not alone. He thinks Luke was with us.
Maybe Luke was there.
He wasn't. I was conscious most of the time and I didn't see him. Now, get out of here. You've only got an hour until my next meds are due. No offense. I don't want you as a roommate.
No, probably not. We'd likely kill each other. May the Force be with you, Myrna.
Sure, Jedi. Shoot straight and run fast.
All right. So those who are familiar with the lore there, Mirta Give is, of course, Boba Fett's granddaughter, and he did train Jaina. So they have a relationship here. So what do you think, Stig, so far?
Pretty good. I think the Jaina Solo actress is not bad.
Mm-hmm.
The one who plays Mirta is not good.
Okay.
But we have new people in the chat. Mm-hmm. We have Raslan has joined us, and we have Holocron Library Fox, and Lady Tauriel, the elf.
Yes, she is here as well. And I really think that the creator of this fan film right here really did a good with tying in the novel with what we get to see here. Very, very good for a fan, for someone who's doing fan film. Very, very good. And maybe you'll see.
You know why?
Why?
There's a very, very simple reason for that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because the person is a fan. A fan cares.
Exactly. There you go. Yeah. And so people who don't know, Mirta was, before this happened in Legacy of the Force, before we get, before this, we get to these scenes, they do battle, is that on Nickel 1? They do battle there, and Luke uses a Force projection of himself over Jaina. And so Jason thinks that Luke was there, but he wasn't. He also was. He's
actually just he's projecting himself onto his niece. Sounds like he has issues.
If you put it that way. And then during the fight, Mirta Gev is force shoved into a wall, and she lands and she crashes onto her neck. And so then she's captured by Jason, and he uses the he constructs a nanovirus against the Fets through her genes. And so that's why you see her with all these marks and everything on her as well. So let's go ahead and continue on with the story here.
Criping Mandalorians.
Jason Solo. I wondered why I hadn't been interrogated yet. Obviously, you were saving all the fun for yourself.
It's Kaitis now, Prince Isolder. Darth Kaitis.
The reason you haven't been interrogated yet has nothing to do with fun. We have other means of locating the Jedi base. So I saw no need to impinge on your dignity.
How very considerate of you. Not what I expected from child-stealing scum. You've already taken Tenno Ka's arm. Not that you've fared any better recently. My daughter, Jason. Her child. How dare you? My granddaughter.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure you'll come to appreciate that in time now if you will please come with me.
I don't think so. Whatever.
I wasn't asking. Please don't consider my respect an act of weakness, Prince. That'd be one of those mistakes I just mentioned.
Of course. It seems I'm entirely at your disposal. May I inquire as to where you were taking me?
To join your crew aboard the Beam Racer. I'm afraid you'll have to depart during the middle of battle. We've almost broke through. Once you're clear of us, you should be safe enough.
You're releasing me? Why?
Because my only other choice is to kill you. I'd really rather not.
So I can lead you to the Jedi base.
We already know where the Jedi base is. We'll be jumping to Shadow Mayad as soon as we break free from your daughter's fleet. You'll be free to go anywhere you wish, as long as you don't allow yourself to be captured again.
This is about the Nano Killer, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is. I'm afraid the mobs are rather keen on using it against Tenno Ka.
You're not as clever as you think you are, Jason. I'd rather die than fall for your ploy.
I was afraid you'd say that. And that is certainly an option. This is Kaitis. I'm afraid Princess Isolder won't be joining his crew aboard the Beam Racer. Tell them they'll have to depart without him.
Sure they will. They will.
Then you have to blow the ship in her berth. Avoid the hangar when it's done. The Nano Killers of the utmost priority. We can't afford to take any chances with this.
All right. So now we have the confrontation between Jason. So we get to see Jason now. And I know I've seen someone in here that said Jason looks too old to be Jaina's twin. It was Treyla. Maybe so, but I think that, he did a lot of wear and tear on himself on, his transformation into Darth Kaitis. So what do you think about that, Stieg?
First thing I noticed is the set, the prison.
Yeah.
Very well done for a fan production. I mean, look at the floor.
Yes.
Right. Well done. Props for that. The guy who plays Jason is he looks like he could be related to Harrison Ford, right?
Yeah.
His voice is off though.
Yeah.
But
it's kind of soft.
Yeah, and between the two of those actors, I thought the Jason actor was the better one. There's nothing intimidating about him, though.
Yeah,
it looks like a nice guy, actually. But so far, I'm really enjoying this. I mean, for a fan film, this has a lot of heart.
It does. It really, really does. I think this is everybody's favorite. And I will share the link in my description and also here pretty soon in the chat. So Jaina Solo, I love this. Jaina Solo, I find it a bit strange. Jason doesn't tell Isolde Alana is in this scene, or is his in this scene. Jason really doesn't even disclose this information to even his parents. It's Tenniel Call that had to tell.
Would you say he's not transparent?
He's not transparent. He's not transparent. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Whoops. And then she says, "Oh, where'd it go? It jumped on me a little bit."
Oh, and there's a corpse adjacent to him.
There's a corpse adjacent to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's also not written in the book, to where he never discloses anything. In fact, when you read in the book, there's some more dialogue between them, because he hates Jason because he kidnapped his granddaughter and stuff. And so, there's a lot of that back and forth, and that's in the book.
Actually, having read a lot of EU books lately, how many times does an Anakin descendant have to get kidnapped? I mean, all of them get kidnapped. Yeah, it's Alana, it's Jason gets kind of kidnapped,
Well, so does Luke in Darkness Trilogy. Yeah, him and Han kind of they're not kidnapped, but they become prisoners of the Killiks.
Yeah, it's just if you're related to Luke, you get kidnapped.
Yeah. And Jaina Solo, the lightsaber fight in this film is the best I've ever seen in a fan film. They actually nailed Force abilities. Yes, and we'll get to that. So that's pretty much exciting. I will get to the rest of these. Let's continue, everyone. Let's continue. Okay.
That's uplifting. Ooh.
Captain, I beg your pardon.
Why is this level so vacant? Is the ship in danger?
This level's been cleared. Lord Titus is bringing another body down himself personally. I'm not aware of any danger to the ship.
Thank you.
Your attention. All prison hold surveillance and communication systems have been restored. Maintain lockdown level 2. You will be jumping to final objective in 5 minutes. Repeat, 5 minutes. This will be your final announcement.
Captain.
Bothans have infiltrated the ship.
Hold on all launches from the Anakin Solo immediately. And find out if they've launched any missile boats recently, especially any carrying Remnant forces.
Sir,
Tell me.
the missile boat just launched, sir. We had to wait for it to clear the containment field before we flew the beam racer. Our Remnant crew saw them off. Shall I have a recall order issued?
They won't obey. The Moffs have betrayed me. Have my stuff expert for immediate. Jaina?
You're in danger. Take a look.
All right, so there you go. I did play some of the credits so that you guys can have an idea who, how they all work, who all work together with this film as well. So, Stig, what did you think about their saber fight, their Force saber fight?
Excellent, really. I saw someone in the chat said they scream too much. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. And Jason seemed the guy who played Jason seemed to. It looked like he wasn't that well trained with lightsabers in the fight.
Yeah.
The Jaina Solo actress though pretty much nailed it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She was the best actor in the film. Yeah, rock solid production. You know, you can tell it's a fan film, but you can also tell it has a heart and a soul. So that's what you need in Star Wars. That's the whole point. So I'm gonna give it a rock solid 8 out of 10.
All right, and I kind of figured you would. That was just my guess what you would have given, or you would give it. With this here,
it's actually the best Star Wars I've seen since Revenge of the Sith.
There you go, like on film, right?
Yeah.
And just imagine if these. I haven't went and explored the fan films YouTube yet to see if they did anything else with Legacy. I don't think they have. But I really think that this production was really well done. Yeah, maybe they could have trained a little bit more with the sabers, but we have to remember Jaina was trained unconventional by Boba Fett. So she was trained differently. So her moves and everything would be different, or she would be a little bit unpredictable to her brother.
Yeah, she's far more aggressive.
Yes, and
she keeps attacking. But since this is made by fans for fans,
yeah,
we're not allowed to have high expectations because this is a gift to the fans.
Exactly.
If someone gives you a present, it's not right to complain.
Yeah,
because you've been given something someone made an effort to make for you. So great job by to everyone involved.
Exactly. And Jaina Solo, they're both on the brink of death. I'd probably be screaming too. And, even the scenes, even the lightsabers themselves, I mean, it was all believable. And then, Jaina with her mastery of the Force and closing the doors while she's still fighting and, the leaps and stuff, all of that. I think it outdoes what we've recently seen with the saber or whatever you want to call them, duels in the new trilogy or the Disney trilogy.
The new trilogy fights are jokes.
Right.
I mean, this one, well, I see someone saying they should have sped them up, but I don't think they need to.
No.
Because in the OT, none of the fights were sped up. I mean, the fights in the prequel trilogy were faster, but those were highly trained Jedi, right, in their prime. So, and this fight isn't about flashy moves.
No,
it's about siblings trying to kill each other.
Exactly, and so again,
it's a plot point rather than a spectacle, right? The spectacle and and the moves and all that is just a bonus.
Exactly. Now, if they would have done a movie on Inferno where we see Jason fight Luke when Jason captures takes Ben Skywalker as prisoner, and Luke, rescues him off the Anakin Solo, and their fight there. Now that would be where I would expect a little bit more skill, lightsaber skill, and all that, because we're dealing with Luke Skywalker and Jason together, and so that's where I would expect something more of that type of fight. But then again, it starts getting more into nitty gritty of trying to hurt each other as well and stuff. So. But I posted the link in the description or in the comments. Go ahead and you guys copy and paste it too as well.
Yeah. And everyone in the chat that sees the link and all that, it would be good if you share the link on Twitter and wherever else, just to get these people the recognition they deserve.
Yeah. Exactly. And so this right here, just imagine if this was like what we would have gotten for, another trilogy, but, for a sequel trilogy, for example. Just imagine that. Seeing, the twins fight like this, or even if it's after Crucible, seeing, even Jaina, where she's more experienced in her prime by then, because by then she's a master. Here she's a knight.
This is how she becomes a master.
Exactly. Yep.
No strong females in Star Wars, eh?
Yeah, right? And you know, so we have that, and then we get to see Alana, you know, being raised by her grandparents, and Luke off on you know, on sabbatical or whatever, searching for the dagger or ways to capture or kill Abeloth. And you know, we having all these dynamics leading up to Legacy and stuff. So just imagine having something like this and how exciting the fans would have been, or for the fans and stuff, to have something like this. So I always refer back to this and watch this just because I just love how much heart is put into here.
Yeah, I saw someone you know, say that the Disney couldn't use the EU because it was based on novels and people would know how it ended and blah blah blah. I'm like, everyone knew how the prequels would end.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, come on. Those were successful. People love them, especially
exactly.
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we had, yeah, that's a great point, and that even goes with you know, other franchises that use their novels for movies and stuff like that, like Lord of the Ring. That was a success, and that was off the novels. So yeah. There you go.
And it was a success because they followed the novels. You know, they honored the source material. That's all the fans want. You know.
Yeah.
You know, Game of Thrones, that got a heck of a lot of stick for the final seasons.
Yeah.
Because they, you know, derailed from the story.
Yeah.
That George Martin wrote. So, and it's going to happen with the Wheel of Time series too, that Amazon's doing, because that one has been, it's a train wreck before it's even released.
Yeah.
Every time they follow the source material, it becomes a success. People love it. I mean, look at the Lord of the Rings. It was 13 Oscars, was it?
Oh, I think so. I lost count. I lost count, but yeah, they were up there, man. I mean, they were a success, more than a success, you know? Yeah. And so that's just proof in the pudding, I guess you can say, that, you know, that novels do help, you know, franchises with their movies and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't think in Star Wars it's just the same. With Star Wars, they kind of went backwards because they did the movies first and then did the novelization. So who would think then, if they went ahead and made, you know, trilogy off of, you know, the novels, that, you know, would be just as successful or even more, and that would even promote the EU even more.
Yeah. So, and this video is on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
How many views does it have though?
Let me see. Let's scroll down. So it has like
yeah, look,
over 1 million.
You know, the reason it doesn't have like 10 times that is because people don't know about it. Yeah, I hadn't heard about this until today.
And that's my purpose of doing these Star Wars fan film watch parties, is to show that, you know, and this is during George Lucas's era.
What's with the 2,200 downloads though? I mean, come on.
Right? That's because people are so upset that, you know, the original Star Wars produced a hell of a lot better content. That's how I see that. You know, there's no reason.
Actually, it has more views than, you know, the Rise of Skywalker movie.
I haven't even seen. You're probably right, though. You're probably right. Let's see. Let's take a look at the comments here since we're here. All right. Okay, so someone is really thrilled with us. As a Jaina Solo cosplayer and a huge fan of her character, I'm thrilled to see this come to life. This was wonderful. Only complaint, it was too short. Yeah, and it was too. I mean, they did the script well for this. Just imagine if they went ahead and made this like a movie.
Oh, it's 5 years ago. I thought this was a brand new one.
No, it's 5. See, it's 5 years ago. It was like made like during the buy-off time frame. Yeah, and it says this was published 2015, but just imagine they probably worked on it longer before they published it.
Do you think they would be allowed to make one like this now?
Probably not. I don't see Disney as a corporation being too big on allowing fans to do fan film stuff. But who knows?
You know what we could have gotten? A Dark Forces remake.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, but the guy, the people who were making it started, boasting about it everywhere and blah blah blah. And Disney found out, and they closed it down. So if someone out there wants to make a fan remake or something about a video game, shut the hell up until you're done.
Yeah. Yeah. So everybody, I did share the link. I will share it again, but please, 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 after we're done here, go express your gratitude and everything to them about this film here, because this is like me and Stig and I were saying, for it being a fan film thing, this was exceptionally well done. There's a lot. Was it believable to you that it's Star Wars, Stig?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's I have a video for you.
Okay.
That you should play. I'm gonna put it in the private chat.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to play all of it though, but it showcases a lot of cool stuff.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, and hold on. And there's a Mara Jade fan film from 1999 in the original, but it's nice. It's nice seeing the EU all the same. All right. So, like I said, I'm looking for various fan films on classical Star Wars. All right. Let's see what Stig has to share with me. All right.
This is gonna piss people off a little bit, I think, but only because it's good.
Only because it's good?
Yeah. You're not sharing the screen though.
I know. I'm going to bring it up. Hold on. I'm just getting everything aligned.
Oh, bring it up, darling. Sorry.
I just walked myself right into that, didn't I?
Oh, yes.
Okay, hold on. I am bringing it up. Let's see here. Star Wars Legacy. Okay. Make sure I click on the right one. Okay. So this is the one Stig is showing. So we're getting a small little bonus here. I said bonus.
This is how the Dark Forces remake would have looked like.
Yeah.
It's not finished though.
Okay.
So, but some pieces of the game are finished, and that's what you get to see in this one.
Okay.
And you get to see the original in the lower right corner.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I think you better do full screen on this one, though.
Okay, hold on. Let me press play. Shit. Okay, hold on. Oh, crap. See what happens when I listen? It screws up.
Hey guys, this is Eckhart Slaughter. Hello and welcome to another video over here on X2. And before we begin, I want to take a second to thank everybody who's supported the channel in the past couple of months. We've been seeing some really crazy growth, and it just feels like all the work we've been putting in with a stream and a video almost every day has been worth it. We're just
probably skip past that one, though.
Big 100,000 milestone, which to me is huge. Anyway, today we'll be looking at another Star Wars fan project, and this is just under a month away, but I kind of feel burnt out on Empire War.
Yeah, just skip all the... I don't know why...
building a license and all of that good stuff for the first time ever. I mentioned in that video that there's also a Dark Forces 1 remake being worked on, and that's what we'll be discussing today. So, despite the fact for example, although Dark Forces 2 only came out 2 years later, there's a serious jump in graphics in that game, and as such, the remake takes what's already there and basically just brings it to a modern level with new HD textures and models, tweaked lighting, and whatever else. That's not the case with the project we'll be looking at today. So let's get started, and we will start from the beginning. The Dark Forces remake is what I would call
what we could have had if Disney didn't
project by Jason Lewis, who is a senior environment artist at Obsidian. From what I know, Jason is pretty well known in the game industry, and as we'll see, he's obviously very, very talented. This remake has received a lot of attention so far. It got an article on PC Gamer, and in fact, it's not Jason's first Star Wars project. Back in 2016, he released a playable Mos Eisley level in Unreal Engine 4. This work here is really, really incredible. Not only is Jason obviously talented, but he understands Star Wars design aesthetics, and especially how to make things look like they came straight out of the original trilogy. We see him tackle a lot of Imperial technology, everything from Lambda shuttles to wall computers. It's all just great. As I said, the project, which is called Docking Bay 94, is free to download and try, and I'll link to it down in the description. Anyway, moving on to the topic of today's upload, if we go to Jason's YouTube channel, we can see that 7 months ago, he posted a video showing his current progress on the Level 1 remake. So, the first thing you'll notice if you've played Dark Forces is you might not actually immediately recognize what you're looking at. First of all, of course, it's the Moldy Crow, but the environment certainly does look a little bit different. It's a bit of a reimagining more than just an HD upgrade of Dark Forces. It kind of looks at what the artists were probably going for with the original game, makes some interesting changes. But yeah, it's not a one-to-one visual remake, and I think the changes are most evident in the outdoor bits of the level. I never played these games back as a kid because I didn't have a gaming PC, but coming back as an adult, I've noticed that these old Doom-like games sort of struggle to convey outside spaces in an interesting way. It always just sort of feels like they're in a box, and that's the case here. I don't know whether the original games had texture limitations that made mountainsides not look as good, for example, but we see some major progress, of course, now in 2020. That being said, as was the case with the original game, I really do think it's the inside environments that really, really shine. It's like, especially if you play the game nowadays, the original game, you use a lot of your imagination.
This level
things
is where you steal the Death Star plans.
Yeah, okay. Oh, wow. This is really cleaned up and done well.
Yeah, and I recognize this level right away. The inside area, anyway. Yeah. Like, we could have had that if the guy didn't just talk to, if he hadn't talked to PC Gamer and all that shit.
Yeah.
And just made it, right? And then talk to them. Then he could have just released it online somewhere so people could download it.
Yeah.
Instead, he had to boast about it, and then Disney shut it down. And I mean, why the hell would Disney even do that? Because they're not going to remake this game themselves anyway. It's EU. And they're not going to lose money from this at all. If they had let the guy, let the guy do the remake and maybe even handed him some resources to do it, they would have gotten a hell of a lot of goodwill from the fans. Instead, they shut it down, and we're not going to get it.
Yeah. And here's the difference, and I've already stated this, Disney's a corporate. They're going to want to have full control within their company and who they hire, their specialists, whatever. Compared to George Lucas, who basically, loved parodies made of Star Wars, loved the fan stuff made from fans. And just imagine if this was done beforehand, before the buyout, and they presented this to, LucasArts or whatever, I'm pretty sure this person might have gotten hired on.
Also, if he hadn't called it a remake, and just called it a mod for the original game, they couldn't have stopped it because you're allowed to modify games.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, back in the day under George Lucas, when fans did stuff like that, they got rewarded, right?
Yeah.
They had fan film awards and all that. Now, if fans want to do something like this, Disney shuts them down.
Yeah.
It's that's not how you treat the fans. I mean, sure, the guy shouldn't be able to make money from it, right? Because it's not his IP or anything like that.
Yeah, but they could.
That's fair enough. But he's doing this because he's a fan of the game.
Yeah.
And he's obviously put a hell of a lot of work into it. So if they have a fan that's willing to do all that work for other fans, which basically promotes their product,
Mm-hmm.
Why the heck can't they just let them do it? I mean,
exactly. Look at this. I'm going to press play here again really quick, but look at the stormtroopers, how clear they are. All like the wall designs, the molding of the walls. Look at the rifle here, the blaster, and you could see the serial number right there in front, right there. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
And the details, it's so crisp and clear. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to play this.
This game was the first-person shooter game that let you use grenades and mines. Yeah. And I think it was also the first-person shooter game that had weapons with alternate fire modes.
Yeah.
So basically, if you held down the right mouse button, you got the alternate fire mode. So with the blaster rifle, you do rapid fire instead of one-on-one shots.
Yeah.
Very cool thing.
All right, let's see what they else
with
they have
a wall of screens, and it's a security center. This really brings all of that to life without having to use the same imagination, and of course with just absolutely beautiful environmental art. I also personally just love all the little touches that just make the base seem a lot more alive and imperial, rather than just a metal box you run around. I like the giant satellite in the background. I like the turbo laser turrets and the additional details on the roof and the power generator room. The base makes a lot more sense this way. It's highly fortified. It's built into a wall. It's got a hangar and just other stuff you would expect to appear inside an Imperial base. Anyway, I think I've covered the fact that the environment is obviously beautiful. I love all of the changes that are made. I like how this is a reimagining more than a shot-for-shot remake of the game. But obviously there's still a lot of work to be done. Well, the environment is finished, gameplay obviously is not. However, Jason does intend to take this beyond the Docking Bay 94 project that we looked at earlier. As he described in his first ArtStation post for this project, he intends the level to have full gameplay very similar to the original game, with the stormtroopers that we see on the map eventually being fully animated and having AI. That was back 3 years ago. Who knows whether the project still has that scope or whether it is actually possible to have this finished. I mean, this is quite an undertaking, but on the other hand, it seems like the actual level itself has been finished, although Jason is still making tweaks to things like the lighting engine. So there's a lot I like here, and I'm interested to see how Jason changes the gameplay as well. He mentioned, for example, that the level will start off differently. Instead of just popping down the vent like you do at the beginning of the level, you actually start out coming from the moldy crow, which is interesting because you can actually traverse that area in the base game if you find the extra life. So I think this is a pretty cool way to start off the level, and I'm interested to see what other changes are eventually made. All in all, though, this is a really, really interesting and impressive project. The style of the remake really fits. I think Dark Forces 2 has a lot of character, but is more easily consumable by modern audiences, which is why just a basic high-definition texturing just makes more sense. This, though, brings the original Dark Forces game to life in a way that I think is really, really interesting. So, as I mentioned, this is a fairly high-profile project. I'm not worried about Disney and Lucasfilm shutting this down, and if you go on the ArtStation page, you can see a ton of comments from employees associated with Star Wars, whether from Disney or ILM or Lucasfilm or whatever else. I think this is one of the pretty safe types of fan projects you can make because it's not actually offering a replacement for a product that you can buy now. We had a really good discussion of this, I think, last time, but I think one thing that Disney is really concerned about, and they'll strike down a fan game, is if you're starting to impede their ability to monetize one of their copyright-protected products. So, for example, the Rogue Squadron remake in Unreal Engine may have affected the sale of Squadrons. The KOTOR remake affected Disney's ability to sell KOTOR in the future. But guys, that's all I have for you today. Let me know, did you play the original Dark Forces game? Which game in the Dark Forces series is your favorite? And is there any project you'd like to see me cover next? As a bonus, this level actually shows Kyle Katarn stealing the Death Star plans. Do you prefer the Dark Forces story of this event, or what we got in Star Wars canon with Rogue One? Until next time, guys, stay safe.
That right there is probably what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
There's another one. It's a shorter video.
Uh-huh.
It's another fan project that I'm not sure what happened to it, but it's just 5 minutes.
Okay.
And this is released as a modification, though, to the X-Wing Alliance game. And I think a lot of people in the chat are going to drool when they see this.
Okay, let me pull it up. Okay, we'll do this last one here. All right, did you share already? Oh yeah, I see it. I think this is the one. All right. I know, and it's just so sad that we have this and it just gets shot down the way it is. I mean, just the irony of it all. You know. Okay, hold on. I'll be bringing it up. Hold on, you guys. Bear with me. All right. I need to first.
Yeah. Get ready for a treat, people.
He's like, I'm warning you, get ready. So you guys are getting a little bit of bonuses here. So, oh yeah, I think they're gonna like this one. I really, really do. All right. There we go.
Yeah, you get to see a little bit of the original at the beginning, so you can compare it.
Okay, so I don't need to fast forward it then?
No, it's just 5 minutes. This is what it looked like back in the 90s. This was the stuff I was playing when I was wearing that helmet. This is what they made now. Look at this.
Wow.
Yeah. We could have had this too. Oh, they're shooting the shield generators. Imagine that.
Oh yeah, right? Imagine that.
I mean, it even looks like you're in the cockpit.
Yeah. Yeah, with your goggles and your helmet, huh, Steve?
Yeah.
Aggiornamento sul bersaglio primario. Il loro scafo è pesantemente danneggiato. Aggiornamento su bersaglio primario. Abbandonano la missione.
So basically, if you buy the game on GOG or Steam or something, it means you have to own the original game.
Yeah.
And then you just patch it with the thing they just showed us.
Okay.
Basically, download the patch, and it makes the original game look like what you saw in the video.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, if you have the game, I would look into that.
You need a joystick, though, for playing those games. Playing with a mouse or keyboard. I mean, imagine having to do a loop, right? With a mouse. It's not going to work. You need a joystick.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and share this. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and share this link in here so they can watch that. Does this tell information on how to purchase or how to?
Yeah, GOG actually, I think they might still have the sale going right now.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to play old Star Wars games, from the 90s and stuff, they are available on GOG.com, and they're made to they've been fixed up so they work on new Windows versions and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, for retro Star Wars gaming, that is the site, and it's owned by CD Projekt Red, people who made The Witcher, so they're all about customer, Star Wars franchise sale, up to 75% off on Star Wars games. It's not up for too long though. Hang on.
And I believe this is directed to you.
Yeah, it ends in actually, you can actually share this link.
Okay.
The sale ends in 14 hours.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
All right. So this is the GOG where it has the link I'm sharing is where you can purchase the games. They're on sale right now, and you can get the mods for it, right? On there too, the mods for this one on there?
Oh, the mods are always free. So you need to go to whatever website people have made them. But I can read up the games that are on sale though.
Okay.
Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, Star Wars Battlefront Classic, the one from 2014, Star Wars Empire at War, Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga, The Force Unleashed 1 and 2, Galactic Battlegrounds, Lego Star Wars 3 The Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebellion, which is a very cool strategy game, Battlefront 2, Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, Jedi Academy, Jedi Outcast, Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight, Republic Commando, Rogue Squadron, Dark Forces, Shadows of the Empire, TIE Fighter Special Edition, which also includes the regular edition, X-Wing Alliance, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, X-Wing Special Edition, Rebel Assault 1 and 2 in one pack, and Star Wars Starfighter. Pretty much, basically, they have all of the old games. So, yeah. And it's showing the price in Norwegian kroners though on my end. But Jedi Academy, for example, is about $3 on this sale $3 per Jedi Academy game, and per Jedi Knight game. The KOTOR games are $3 each as well. So,
all right.
Yeah. So if you want to play old Star Wars games again, they're dirt cheap for the next 14 hours.
All right. So I have Red Lantern asking, do I need to be a Reylo to play it? No.
No, you have to not be a Reylo to play it.
All right. And then, oh, sweet, the Jedi Knight games. Yes.
Yeah, they are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, you need to go buy them too.
I know. I need to do a lot of things with the games.
No, you're gonna lose your shit with the Jedi Knight games. You get to see all those planets you read about in books and stuff.
Yeah, I get to see them, and
you get to have a lightsaber duel against a dark Jedi lady on one of the landing platforms on Bespin.
Wow, how fun is that? Oh my god. Wow. All right. Vertical Horizons Jedi Academy still has the best lightsaber combat.
Yes. No question about it.
So, has anyone played Elite Squadron?
No. So someone's played it. I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't. Okay. Sold. So I'm guessing with purchasing the game and getting this modification. Yeah. And then, so I want to thank everybody who came and participated and watched this Legacy of the Force fan film. Again, it's one of my utmost favorites. Again, I will have another fan film watch party at the end of this month, the last Friday. So this month, you guys got a treat. Because of my schoolwork and scheduling issues, you get 2 in 1 for this month. So so at the end of this month, we will review another fan film. I haven't quite decided. Everybody's telling me some great ones to, show and share for the watch party. So I haven't decided just yet. Stig, do you have any ones you can think of off the top of your head?
A fan?
Yeah.
Fan movie?
Star Wars.
No.
Okay.
I'm so behind on fan films. It's, I hadn't even heard of this one. So,
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Prices are between, $2 and $6 then. Yeah. She left, hopefully to buy games. Dark Empire fan film. I don't know if they did that, Jenna, because this is the first time I've been on Laura's channel when she's been doing this stuff. But I guess if you look at her channel, Hi.
Hi, I don't know how I jumped out of there. I don't know what happened. So, but with me, everything just happens. So, yeah.
You probably went, what does this button do?
Yeah, what does this do? Kind of like what Anakin does when he's going to in that starfighter. That what does this do? Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh my. Okay. Hey OG. Hey Stig. Hey chat. Hope all is well. X-Wing Alliance is the best classic flight sims in the original games.
Yeah. It is the best flight simulator of them, but I do have a soft spot for the original X-Wing because that was the first one I played, and the TIE Fighter game is actually it fits the lore perfectly, and in that game, right, you fly through you basically do a TIE Fighter pilot career. Play through missions up until the end, but if you do it flawlessly, right, you get all the medals and you do all the missions perfectly, at the end, before the final mission, I think you get an audience with the Emperor, and he kills you.
Oh,
game over, because you've done too well and he considers you a threat.
Oh,
how's that for awesome?
Wow, that's great.
And you can't avoid it if you've done it too well. You're basically not doing, what the Empire wants, right? Because so it's game over.
Okay,
he fries you with with force lightning.
All right, you guys in chat. Okay, so I'm totally digging Stig's avatar here because he looks like he's coming in and he's ready to talk business and stuff. Look at this. I just love the avatar.
Oh, it's for an upcoming YouTube show.
Yeah.
Christie's channel.
Yes.
And that's all I'm going to say. So stay tuned and sub to According to Christie.
Yeah, and once that comes out, I will share that on Twitter and announce it here as well because you guys need to go. I know about it, but I'm gonna keep my lips zipped because it's not my thing to announce right now. It's Stig. If he wants to tell you more, he will. So I do have Jaina. So I'll have you cover the Dark Empire fan films, and I'm thinking she's talking about the same thing here. The guy has 1 episode out, and episode 2 is coming out this month or next month. I wonder. I'm gonna look for that. And
yeah, I wasn't sure if you had done it because I haven't seen those fan film streams of yours.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh shit, she's doing a thing. I want to sleep instead, so into bed.
So you wouldn't want to watch Dark Empire?
Yeah, I was just I was sleeping at normal hours when you were doing this. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're like, I was at North. Yeah, because you were like 9 hours from me. So yeah, I understand. All right. So I wrote some ideas down. I will announce what we're gonna view next. Yeah, and then I know we did Heir to the Empire last one, and we did like what 4 or like the first 7 ones because they're very short. So I'm waiting.
Matthew in the chat says the X-Wing on floppy disk, the game, inspired the novels by Stackpole, the Rogue Squadron novels. X-Wing.
Oh, okay. And you know what? Even though games can be like S-canon, like, what ifs, like how you play it is not exactly how it happened. They're still initially tied to lore some way or somehow expand off of it. And I think that's really, really great.
Yeah, if they're story-based, what they usually did was they took the outcome of the story they thought fit best.
Yeah.
And made that outcome the canon version.
Yes. And Matt Wilkins right here, Stig looking rather elegant with his avatar tonight. So yes, he's dressed up for the occasion for this movie. We just got done. And so I don't know if you were with us during the time, but we watched Legacy of the Force fan film. Every last Friday of the month, I'm going to feature a fan film made from the George Lucas era time of Star Wars before the buyout. And so we reviewed Legacy of the Force one, so that's a really fun one to watch. So
I had a good conversation with Matt Wilkins the other day about chicken and fish.
Okay. That sounds like a dinner conversation right there. What do you have? I'm gonna have fish.
Oh no, it had to do with the Jedi Academy book trilogy.
I know. I'm just teasing about that. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah, Wedge shagged the chicken, people.
It's a humanoid.
It's literally a Star Wars version of a furry.
It's literally a humanoid with hair that is rather like feathers or fluff or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I think it's so funny because there's this banter going on now, and I don't think it's ever going to quit with that.
Wedge ruffled her feathers. And then Luke showed up and said, pull out, Wedge. You can't do any more good back there.
God. And Stig likes ruffling feathers. So I have a soft spot for Jedi Outcast, and this is Treyla. And the mods for Battlefront 2 Classic are really great, very highly recommended for EU fans working on a larger scale one for the new Jedi Order.
Also, and this is a thing. Most of the old Star Wars games are moddable.
Yeah.
So if they look a bit dated, in most cases you can find a mod out there that enhances the graphics and all that stuff. And usually, if you get the game on GOG, there's a forum with a sub forum for each game series and stuff.
Yeah.
And usually you'll find a pinned posts on each forums for mods and stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
so
nice.
Pretty much the first thing you see.
Nice. All right. So Red Lantern Megatron, did you see the new episode of Darth Angelus, heir to the Empire? Not yet. I seen it came out and I meant to go watch it, but I haven't yet. And so once he comes out with, and his time frame was like almost every month, maybe, I don't know. Or maybe every a few weeks, he has a new chapter out for it. I'll probably consider like maybe doing like 3 at a time instead of the whole 7. Like I did last time. I just wanted to catch up because at the time he had like 1 through 7 out. It's rather fun. I like what he's doing with that. So, Jaina, they're animated in the style of Dark Empire. It's fantastic. Oh, so the style of like the comics where like green, yellow, blue, black kind of thing. Is that what you mean?
I did Kenobi voice acting last year.
You did?
Yeah. For Rookie Critics thing, and it was a Kenobi tomato.
Oh, nice. All right. No, the strategy guides show the canon outcome. I don't know what that was from.
Oh yeah, the strategy guides. The books about the games.
Yeah, I know those. Yeah. Let's see here. I prefer chicken.
Too much information.
Dala and the camel. Oh, you mean the Bothan? Is that? But didn't she date that Bothan?
She shagged a goat.
Okay, so Bothans, I thought they were more dog-like.
No, they're more
like goat, like a goat.
Yeah,
head.
Goats or camel or I don't know. She humps with humps.
Oh my God. Winter Akbar love story called Fish Sticks.
You know what? If they were more like llamas, she would be the Dalai Lama.
Oh, I need to have that for my channel. So for you, Stig, I really need to do that and put that on my on my brand so that I can play that. No fans will make fan films of Disney era. Most of them don't have the talent. Well, I mean, even if they did, I don't think they would be allowed to. Stig will never let Wedge and the chicken go. No, and I don't think any of us will. OG,
it's because I'm right.
It's a humanoid that has feathers and stuff. It's not a full-on chicken.
Winter dated Admiral Akbar. He's a fish.
Well, yes, he's a full-blown fish, but the chicken lady, she's a humanoid. She has a human body and all that. Like
I don't care if she has a humanish body. She's full of feathers.
Not all over the place. Just her.
It takes Flyboy to the next level.
You're just jealous. That's all. You're just jealous.
Oh, I really like wings.
Yes,
I have to get a girlfriend to sleep with that has wings.
Okay, OG, do you remember the fan film Troops? For those who haven't, it's a spoof on the old Fox TV show Cops, take place during episode 4.
Haven't heard of that one.
Remember? Yeah, see, okay, so I'm writing down another one. Even if they're like funny parodies kind of stuff, we would still watch it here for my end of the month watch party. Okay, Wedge ruffles her feathers. That's another way to put it. She likes her feathers ruffled by a Wedge. Say that 3 times. Ruffle feathers, ruffle feathers, ruffle feathers.
You know what? Since they tend to sleep with animals, they should like make a book called The Horse Unleashed.
The Horse Unleashed?
Yeah. Like Biggs or something dating a horse.
Yeah. Wise Guys Entertainment, did you watch the fan film already? Yeah, if you're coming in right now, I'm so sorry. We finished a while ago and then we watched 2 fan I guess you could say mods of games. So sorry. They'll be at the end of the month, every Friday at the end of the month at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will try to announce on a regular basis to let you guys keep you guys up to date, and I will announce by next week which fan film we're going to be viewing at the end of this month. So Troops is very funny classic fan film. All right. Stirs. I'm sure they mean Stig. There are 2 groups modding out X-Wing Alliance, and the latest video update shows some incredible work. So that was to you.
I'll be looking into that because I've been looking on eBay for a joystick.
Yeah.
Because I want to have the same joystick I had back in the day.
Are you going to dress up the same too?
I don't have a helmet, but if someone wants to send me a proper X-Wing helmet, I will not complain.
Oh, I should. Oh yeah. Okay. So coffee chat is this Thursday. All right. So I'm going to dedicate to that. Any super chats that comes in for coffee chat this coming Thursday, that money will go towards an X-Wing helmet for Stig because
no. I was kidding.
You put it out there. I'm putting it out there. Nope.
Shit! I should have said the 4K TV.
No. Yeah, so we'll find an X-Wing helmet. So anybody that sends a super chat on coffee chat this coming Thursday, that money will go in as a co-pilot and putting up with my shenanigans and stuff and discussing Star Wars and making the channel what it is.
Joysticks are an elegant controller for a more civilized time.
Yeah. Let's see here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start concluding this.
Wait a minute. Vertical limit says send Ray's helmet. Hell no.
Oh no, I would not insult him like that.
No.
No.
I'll use it as a toilet if it's a Ray's helmet.
Yeah. So I'll look up helmets too and
chamber pot.
Huh?
Chamber pot.
Chamber pot.
Yeah, that's what they used in the Middle Ages.
Yeah.
They had like a bucket they pooped in at night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what Ray's helmet is today.
Someone will send Stig's. Okay, I reread that one. I thought it was a new one, but it just jumped around. Good journey, everyone. Yes. So again, regular schedule for my channel this week here. We do have to still review Death Troopers. So, and that is 5 p.m. on Thursday night. We'll get it over and done with, talk about that, and then we'll post what other literature book we're going to be reviewing within like a month or 6 weeks. I haven't really fully decided, and I'll get that more information out to you here pretty soon. Grandmaster Chris, I love to see a version of Force Unleashed with the modern graphics and the future set of the Wii and PSP versions. There were extra missions versus multiplayer and a tower mode.
Oh, Jedi Knight 2 and Jedi Academy.
Mm-hmm.
That one has multiplayer. Capture the flag, and you have lightsaber duels and different modes you can play. But if you're not playing it online, you can play it offline, and the computer will control all the enemies and your teammates.
Yeah.
It's really good fun, and you can download skins for that, so you can play as Vader or Maul or Mara Jade, all kinds of stuff, and they look so good.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So this is to you, Stig. What's the difference between Steam and GOG games? I've never gotten why people rave so much about GOG.
Well, the thing about GOG is you buy it, you own it, and you can download it to any computer you want, including your friends' computers. But you don't have to be online to play them.
Mm-hmm.
You just download them as an installation file, double-click them to install wherever you want. Then you just get an icon on your desktop, and usually the game includes all kinds of extras. Sometimes you'll get the whole soundtrack in MP3 files.
Yeah,
stuff like that. All kinds of goodies. So some of the games even have the making of videos.
Yeah.
with The Witcher, I think I got a concert video where they played the soundtrack with orchestra. That was pretty cool.
Wow.
But,
Okay.
yeah, and unlike Steam though, because some of the old games on Steam, you have to like fix them yourself to get them to work. For the most part, you don't have to do that on GOG at all, because that they do that before they sell them, so they don't sell games that don't work.
Yeah.
So it's very user friendly.
Yeah. Okay. So, now they're discussing Rensler in there. And so I've seen a lot of people, pop up talking about it. He not in so many words revealed that he left, he exited out of Disney Lucasfilm because of the direction they were taking it in general. So, and that's how very vague he was with it. So I would love to hear more about that. But I mean, nothing's going to be revealed until maybe a little, future. Maybe, hopefully, when he can, so that's just, the rumors or the things that's been going on with that as well. But I don't know anything past that. So this is Zazine one. I think I said that right. They were postponed and eventually canceled. So, and then Christopher Barker. Oh, what is OG's favorite candy? I like dark chocolate. That's mine.
You're supposed to say Norwegian chocolate.
Well, Norwegian too. I did say that last time I was asked because my son introduced me to it. So Norwegian chocolate is really, 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 really good. And in general, I love dark chocolate. He's like, damn it, you told me last time you like Norwegian chocolate. What's up with that? Grandmaster 6, Chris, I don't know. Okay. That sounds perfect for me. I can't play on a keyboard. Yeah, I have to still.
Someone is saying that GOG has many of the old classic games where Steam has more of the current stuff.
Yeah.
GOG has a heck of a lot of new games too.
Yeah.
Modern games. They have they have The Witcher 3, because the company that makes The Witcher owns GOG, and there's it's getting more and more new games though. And they're going to have Cyberpunk is going to be on it, because they're making that one too. So
yeah. All right. So Rensler did mention something about the EU and the decision to get rid of it. He implied the decision came from the very top. Yeah, Disney is the one that said that they were not going to be using the lore from the EU and decanonized it. So that was already
anyway.
Yeah. So that wasn't. I'm not sticking up for her, but that wasn't Kennedy's decision, nor was it Iger's. It was Disney company in general. But it is what it is. So. All right. Rensler said this to sign an NDA, and Disney tried to get Lucas to sign one as well, but he never did. Yeah. So we're not going to really get into the politics of this now. So, all right. So congratulations to Stig for, getting over 500 subscribers on his YouTube channel. I know it wasn't.
I think I lost 70.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the channel says 482.
Oh.
But if I go to the studio, it says otherwise.
Yeah.
It says let's see. No, I'm down to 483 now. So I've actually lost almost 100.
That is crazy. Let me see here.
Yeah, Tom said it happens because when you get like a big pile of subs, YouTube tends to think it's bots. So they just, he said they're held back. But it means I'm below 500 and I don't have to make videos.
Until next week when everything's confirmed.
Yesterday, I had to make 2 new ones right after I had made one. So I was like, shit, I have to make 2 more. And then the sub count dropped. So, Yeah. So yeah, fucking Tom gave me like a shout out on the Friday tights something.
Yeah, Friday Night Tights. Yeah.
Yeah. Bastard.
I know. And so he has a top 5, his top 5 and what not to do on Halloween or whatever. And so he kind of plays tribute to Tom for helping him. And I'm laughing because it's not a tribute to him whatsoever. You guys have to go watch that at least. And
let's just say Tom got a mention, a deserved mention.
Exactly. He got a deserved mention. So it will really make you laugh. So if you want a nice little laugh now, go ahead and go over there and watch that video. It's really good. I like it. I watched it a couple of times already myself. And we did share it on my channel too. All right.
To be honest though, I'm not looking for subs at all.
I know you're not, and that's why they're pushing you.
Yeah, I just make a video every 50 subs, but Tom and Christy seems to have taken an unhealthy liking to those top 5 lists. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. they are an interesting bunch. Gotta love them. They are an interesting bunch, those two. Yeah. So, and I do love to, give props where they're due and, whatever. So, just, if you want to keep up and on, the videos that he eventually puts out, subscribe or just keep an eye out for them. Whatever you need to do. They are good. They'll make you laugh. He's got some, good little banter comedy going on in them as well. Definitely not PC, which is why they're so much fun to watch.
Oh yeah. I don't give a damn about that. But I do have some Star Wars commercials from the 80s.
Yeah.
Old Star Wars toys. So there's a lot of old commercials and stuff. I just grab stuff and just put it up there.
Mm-hmm.
I just steal it. Just so there's stuff there. I have about 4 Mentos commercials too.
Nice. I might have to pull some of those little Star Wars commercials off and use them on my brand. Like for this, when we do review our watch parties and stuff, I can say, well, go into this commercial.
Yeah. And if you're easily offended and stuff, don't watch the top 5 list because I say offensive things on them.
That's why I said it's not PC. So if you feel like that's a fresh of breath air and you are not as easily offended and laugh at stuff like that, because it's a joke and stuff, then go have at it.
Basically what I do, I just find 5 pictures and I film the computer screen with my phone while talking shit about the pictures. I just say whatever pops into my head.
Yeah.
And apparently that's a good thing or something. Tom likes it.
Yeah, and Grandmaster Chris went ahead and subbed to Stig. So there you go. And the ones that will stick with you on your channel are the ones that will have fun watching you develop these, non-PC funny videos and stuff, just because it's just something you want to do and you think it's fun and entertaining for yourself. And those are the kind of fans you want, is the ones that return no matter what. So welcome to Stig's channel. Thank you guys. At least they could let Christy Golden finish the Sword of the Jedi series. She outlined and published it under Legends imprint. They're not going to allow it. They won't. We barely got the 108. And then after that, they were, I remember, and I wish I could remember, I wish I could have an article to pull up about that. They're like, we're not going to do anything else with Legends. That was just like a once in a lifetime thing, but you never know. I'm still holding out hope that maybe they will. And maybe,
there's talk about the Force Unleashed 3.
Yes.
And if you think about it, it's number 3, so it has to follow 2 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
And those are legend storylines.
Exactly.
So that means if they do make the Force Unleashed and they don't fuck it up and try to make it, to fit with Disney canon, then we're actually getting a Legends product.
Yeah. So hopefully, like these little things will be set the fire and ignite everything back up for Legends, and we get more fans coming in with Legends and wanting to read and pick everything up. And keep it alive. We here, this channel is about keeping the classical Star Wars alive. So I think you guys
the stupid thing Disney needs money, right?
Yeah.
And they have a bunch of outlines for novels that they scrapped that were EU. And last year, and Ryan told me this because he had checked.
Yeah.
The second highest Star Wars product in paper form was the Marvel 108 comic.
Yes, it was. I remember seeing that too.
I don't know what the highest one was. I don't know. It was probably some novel or a comic that was Disney canon. But the second highest one was a comic that was a follow up to the Marvel comics from the 80s.
Yeah.
So it basically followed up a series that ended more than 30 years ago, and that outsold most of Disney stuff.
Yeah. And you
So
know what?
all they have to do is release the EU as a separate thing, and they'll make money because the EU novels, and I'm just talking about the novels, not the comics. The revenue for those novels from the 80s and up until Disney bought them was $3 billion.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And you know what? At one point, I did see that 108 was even the top selling out of Star Wars at one point.
Yeah. At one point it was.
Yeah. All right. So we're now going to conclude this. I mean, I said that like 20 minutes ago, but I have some stuff to do, and I'm pretty sure Stig may want to go and rest or and relax and read comics. And so I
will do what I must.
You will do what you must. Yes. What comic again? I know we're reading the Clone Wars Volume 1 omnibus. So which one?
I'll look it up while you. We'll talk about something else for a little while, and I'll look it up.
He's like, well, I'll look it up. I forget which one we're starting with. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and just cover some of these here before we go, because I know you guys were still sending me chats. Maybe if Disney goes out of business, George could retake LucasArts. Maybe. And that's the sad thing, is that they went ahead and scrapped LucasArts, and George even created his own gaming company or sub company within Lucas inside the company. Yeah. Blah. So Dark Side of Light 84. I hate the fact that Disney discarded Knights of the Old Republic from canon. Damn them. No, I think they should just leave it alone. I don't think they should even bring it back, because the Sith development is not even the way it's supposed to be when it comes to the original lore. So they really turned that on its head as well.
I have the comics. It's the first 4 from the Legends Epic Collection, the Clone Wars Volume 1, which will follow directly the comics we did for the last few months, right?
Yes.
So we're talking about. Yeah. And the first one is one called Sacrifice, which is a Quinlan Voss story. And then you have one called The Defense of Camino. And then there's a double one called The New Face of War, and I think that is where they introduce Ventress.
Yeah. I just couldn't think of the first comic that we're reading in this little series that we're going to go ahead and review. So you guys, that's what we'll be discussing. Coffee Chat. Matt Wilkins. I think it was a #1 issue for from a video game series. Though I don't remember either. So let me see. And then he continues. Del Rey sales have been low since they've moved from the EU and into the new canon. Yes, they have. I've noticed that as well. Maybe, you know what, Matt, I'll email you. Maybe you can come in on the next fan watch party, and, and we can have fun with this as well, and discuss Star Wars and the fan films and stuff. All right, this is for you, Stig. Stig will be rereading the Jedi Academy trilogy and repenting from his first review of the series.
The hell I will. I'm not reading that one again. It's going to be on my shelf just looking pretty. But I will be reading the next, the last 2 Brian Daley Han Solo novels.
Oh yeah.
I actually read the first one because of Matt Wilkins. He told me to do it, and I am a man of my word when I promised to do it.
Yeah.
But there's two left, and I'm going to read them too because I did promise to read the whole trilogy.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And spoiler. Oh no, sorry, not spoiler. I've read At Star's End. That's the one I've read so far, and I'm giving it a solid 8 out of 10. It was awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. So Matthew, the only thing that had a copyright issue with was the Tales of the Jedi, namely Nomi Sunrider belonging to Tom Veitch. Disney owns all the other trademarks and copyrights.
Well, she is mentioned in Knights of the Old Republic, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jolie Bindo tells the old Jedi stories if you talk to him, and he tells you the story of Nomi Sunrider.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. I think, and I'm not too for sure, but this is just my thoughts. I think once, the writers, the authors creating these, and they're under the license of Lucasfilm Limited or whatever, they are Lucas licensing. So I do believe that they also have the rights to the characters as well.
So yeah, but if they, if he owns the right to the name, that could be mean that they can't remake Knights of the Old Republic unless they cut the Nomi Sunrider story, right?
Which would also not do very well.
Yeah. Oh no, it's just a little piece of dialogue, so it's doable. But if they get his, I guess they might need his permission for a remake then, or they have to pay him for it. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they're bringing back Bane.
No, it's not going to be Bane, is it?
No, it's not going to be him, but they're bringing him back in name. Just like they brought Thrawn back in name.
Yeah, and Luke Skywalker in name.
Yeah, so we won't get into too much of that, though. But all right, so up to Matt Wilkins. He does Star Wars and board games. Yes, he does. You guys go. He is like doing everything in chronological order with his reviews of the books. He doesn't necessarily give spoilers like I have, but I would suggest to go ahead and subscribe to him as well. But she was going to be in the game, and she was remade to be Bastila.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm happy we got Bastila, and I would have loved to have had a Nomi Sunrider game too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to look into that. I'm going to look into the story information and stuff. All right, so we're going to go ahead and conclude here. So you guys, thank you so much for coming in for this watch party. And again, it'll be at the end of the month on a Friday. And I don't have the calendar in front of me, but it's the last Friday of the month at 6 p.m. And I will announce what film we're going to be reviewing on Twitter and on my YouTube channel in the community notifications. And Stig, you're always welcome to join in. And then maybe if you join in next time, we'll also do another like game review kind of thing like we did tonight. And then also Matt Wilkins, if you want to join in, let me know. It's 6 p.m. My time, Pacific Standard Time as well. So, all right. Do you have anything else you want to say or conclude, Stig?
Yeah. If you're bored, find something to do and don't sniff glue. And salt is not a spice; it's a mineral. And if someone scares you, you have to yell for Jesus.
There you go. All right. Thank you guys for again tuning in, and I'm glad to be back on somewhat regular schedule. And you guys have a good night, and may the force be with you.